Up in North Adams, an investigation over the weekend led to 4 arrests connected to drug trafficking. Police found 7 people in a house on Church Street, one of which from Springfield was flushing cocaine down the toilet. Officers saw white powder all over the bathroom and the man's hands, then arrested him. The investigation led to over 4,400 bags of heroin being taken, along with just under $2,300. You can really get a good idea of what that looks like on your screen. The 3 others arrested were all from North Adams, and they're facing drug-related charges.